So this is where the Endgame comes into play. Endgame is called Ascension. It starts a new game, new world. You lose everything except for the completed promises that you did for constellations and your hell level progression. You customize it via penances on the hell clock, which is basically controlling your difficulty level. That is kind of like, I've been comparing it to Hades with the heat system. You get to choose how you make the world difficult and the game harder for you. Once you complete certain level of ascensions, then you unlock more constellations, more relics, and eventually higher levels of hell. Hell 10 is where you start off at as a baseline. Then you can unlock hell 25, hell 50, 75, and 100. So after you finish the campaign, you go and talk to Benta. And as it says, the end game is in beta. Not everything is able to be unlocked, especially in the constellations. So if you do happen to get this far and are happening to go through the end game, join the Discord. The devs are paying attention and receiving lots and lots and lots of feedback regarding the end game and want your input because they want to make the game better. I think the biggest complaint right now is being actually having an armory type system like you do in Diablo, to where I can go to my reliquary, hit a button, and it automatically equips all the relic skills, the Infernal Bell constellations. It will adjust everything according to what I have saved. Would be really cool, devs. I'm just saying, it would be really cool. So this is a hell level. Like I said, you start off at level 10 for your first ascension. You do more tiers in order to lock higher tiers. So doing hell level 10 unlocks hell level 25 as your next cap. Here it explains it just a little bit. And the thing that I wish I knew whenever I started this, where it says level 2, level 1. If you look in the top left, that's adding up. What it indicates, the number on what level it is, that's how many it adds to this number. Your max is 10. So if I have 9 and I add 3, that's 12, but really it's only 10. If I add 2 to 9 and make it 11, it's still only 10. So important to note, because I didn't know that and was wondering why the hell it wasn't working. Some of the levels that you'll see in Ascension, there's hell. Basically starting off, you are limited to 7 runs for each act. After you complete an act, then you get another additional 7 runs to whatever you have left. If you run out of runs, then you are done. You have to go talk to Benta, ascend again, it will wipe everything, and then you continue on. First tier is just weaknesses to different elements and physical. The second tier is making you poor, making them fast, or making them attack wider. That is this entire area of proliferation. Excuse me. Proliferation. There we go. Nailed it. I haven't messed around with this one yet. I need to. The demonic speed sucks. They fly at you from off screen. And then new tricks. Bosses have new extra mechanics. Is a lot of fun. Oppression. You have one less blessing to pick from. The enemies will get more dangerous affixes. Hopelessness. Physical plague at lightning, fire, weaknesses, sickness. Your life goes down, and it just goes on and on and on. Rage, they have an enraged timer. That sucks. And then it gets into, you can't give enemies ailments, so you can't freeze them, you can't stun them, you can't wither them or anything like that. Then it's going to go, hey, you don't get time, but if you kill enemies, we'll give you a little bit of time, which is ridiculous. What boggles my mind is there are some people who are doing and working on Hell 100 already. I don't understand how. And that's Ascension. You start the game over, you go back into it, and go and have a grand old time trying to beat the game again, much like you do in any ARPG or in any roguelike, realistically. What does the trees look like for when you've ascended? Well, let me show you, because I know you're asking as you sit there and are talking to the screen.
You can read minds.
So, in Ascension, not the Great Bell, you have the Infernal Bell. The Infernal Bell looks mighty different as opposed to the Great Bell, which just kind of builds out in one direction. The Infernal Bell starts in the middle and just branches out everywhere, and you get to pick essentially what you want to use. The key points to note when you're going through it: gold gain is right here to the top right. Your reliquary and soulstone gain is going to go straight up, along with your added time to the hell clock. Red portal is going to be on the left and up. Resistances all on the right side. Mana shields, conviction, evasion, and attack speed, movement speed are all in the like lower to mid left section. All of your damage is straight down, along with your skill increases, and resistances continue to build down on the right. In the right middle, and then dropping straight down, is going to be all your life and potion modifiers, and second wind and second wind cooldown. And that's the basic breakdown of the Infernal Bell. How am I able to do that so quickly? Well, I built a calculator for this. I'll drop a link whenever I have it, because I ran into one major snag with it, but once I have it, I will give it out and everybody can use it. It's like Hades and PoE had a drunken one-night stand, and now someone owes child support. Oh no, it gets better. So, in Ascension, in Hell difficulties, Infernal Bell, that is one way of modifying things. This is the second way of modifying things. Your skill level is a third way of modifying things. The constellation map is a fourth way of modifying things. And whenever they actually release all of these, there's 52 different constellations, just in case anybody was curious. The promises list is the important thing, because these are the kind of like quests that you want to achieve in order to actually receive constellation points that will carry over whenever you reset the world. You'll be able to keep your constellation points and get a starting base for them. I think somebody said they were up to like 37 constellation points whenever they're resetting, but that's much further down the line progression. Nice. It looks like it has a ton of replay value. You see, you and I say replay value because realistically, we play ARPGs. We're shiny hunters. We're loot goblins. We're used to doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. There are people already complaining that the in-game is crap. Have you played ARPGs? Have you played Hades? Have you played roguelikes? Like, I get like a lot of people are coming from roguelikes and playing the game, but I was just kind of surprised where it's like, you know, all they're doing is just taking a season and it's going like this. That's it. Because essentially for everybody that plays Diablo, the correlation is your constellations here. Well, that is all your renown. Once you complete quests, you gain it, and you have permanent unlock points. Not an infinite amount, but you have permanent unlock points that you get upon each world reset. These are all the items that you get and equip. Currently, there is no reroll system, but relics are the way that you modify your skills and modify your character sheet in order to get to certain numbers, like plague resistance. The reason that is lit up just a little bit, if you can see just off to my side, it's lit up because 75% is the max cap. It really isn't any different than things that we are used to. The gear It's just another auto-equip thing that happens whenever you're going through it, and it still does, automatic modification to your character stats. This, I don't know how you can't look at this and say Paragon. All they did was take a season and go like this. And then the entire seasonal journey is complete the game. And here is the limited amount of things you are able to do with it in order to complete it. Ascension, which by the way, I was going to bring up the Ascension clock. Do not hit confirm. If you do that, it will restart your actual existing run. I'm still running through things. So like I have 8 runs remaining and I'm on Act 3. I don't want to reset that. But the hell clock, all that is difficulty in Diablo. It is normal, expert, penance, and then the torment levels. That's all it is. Or it's heat in Hades. That's why I don't understand why people say that the end game is, well, the end game is in beta, but the end game isn't great. It's like, yeah, you're doing the same thing over and over again. But what did you expect? That is how end games go in games like this. The only thing I would say would be something that they could change is having it like a nightmare dungeon or something like that, where rather than running through the entire act, because each act has 21 floors, running through and trying to complete all 21 floors within a set period of time, being able to like go through a boss iterations. So like a boss rush or something like that, I think would be cool. I'm waiting to see who gets to Hell 100 on hardcore. Hardcore in this game, I don't understand how people are going to actually do it. I've debated it, honestly. I have debated it because I've already got like 145 hours in the game, something like that. 148.8. Okay, so almost 150 hours right now. I've almost got 150 hours in the game because I was playing it early, playtesting and everything like that. But yeah, I don't know that I could do hardcore. I might freak the f out if a bug kills me. Yeah. But all this is just heat from Hades and difficulty. That's all it is. Super simple, super easy. You make it as difficult on yourself as you do want to. The thing with the promises as well, for the constellations, legit, the promises aren't that difficult. When you ascend, I think the first the first one is like complete the campaign and you automatically get one. And then like 2 and 3 are like defeat the Act 1 boss on Hell 2 difficulty or above. So like it is relatively easy to get going, but you start hitting roadblocks whenever you are trying to get together builds within a set period of time. You get to learn the inner workings of each of the different acts and figuring out the additional mechanics that each of the bosses have and the additional ways that enemies can fight with you, and then you're good.